In terms of my time at Camberwell, this is a very exciting moment. It's a very special place, particularly as we are the only part of the UAL in our original building that's 120 years old. So we're in a very interesting and quite exciting position where we have this really long history and we have a Victorian building that's an art school, but we also have this very contemporary, very modern, forward-thinking space. And so the project is a huge vote of confidence for our future and that we will continue to be on this site for a significant amount of time.
Probably the key element is that we have managed to maintain all sorts of facilities, which is not that common anymore in art schools. Initially, it was quite difficult to imagine what it was going to look like when it's complete.
It shows that it's actually stuff's being made here. For me, that's a pretty central part of what makes Camberwell a bit different. And to actually walk past it and see stuff being made and actually have sort of a transparent front to what would otherwise be just an enormous block that just sits in between Peckham and Camberwell. That's a big deal. It's a massive deal to actually see stuff and have a gallery that faces out as well.
It's a huge microcosm of different cultures coming together, and there's so much to be inspired by just by walking down the road. That's what I'm really grateful for. There's no day that's actually the same. The ethos or the essence would be that you should never be afraid to challenge preconceived notions about how art should be.
It has changed the complete atmosphere and, I would say, vibe of the college. I'm based regularly within the makerspaces. Those are fantastic spaces.
Got a nice old feel, but then when you want to kind of go and do something quite technical, like the library is completely kitted out, really efficient.
It's nice to feel like you're in a new environment that's configured differently. I like what they've done to the front of the building. I like the fact that they've kept the 1970s facade.
It's been really exciting watching the building develop around us. And we've got the spaces that we now have for our students, give a really good studio culture. There's lots of peer learning going on, lots of sharing of practice, and it's very dynamic. Camberwell for me has always been about community. The canteen's exciting because you see people having meetings in the canteen, students having group sessions in there.
The block that now had the stairs removed and we're entering down at the lower level, it's such a huge transformation. I know people who studied or taught at Camberwell going back to the 1970s, and they can't believe that this is the first major development at Camberwell since they were students. Everybody sees it as a brilliant sign of investment and renewal in what the future for the college holds.